wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? This country would grind to a halt and no a thing would grow if it wasn't for the workers in their wellies. Wellies, they're wonderful, oh wellies, they're swell, if it wasn't for your wellies.
Welcome back to our family dairy farm in Wicklow, where we share real life behind the scenes for real work in the dairy farm. We've a sick udder, the cows are a bit naughty, a belt goes on the milking compressor and we weigh the beef bull calves.
Red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning. Let's have a look at what's going on. Well, that was worth the early rise alone. Oh my goodness. There's 10 or 12 mil of rain forecast between now and I think 11 or 12 o'clock. That is absolutely stunning. Saturday morning, 13th of August, cows heading out. Plenty of rain in the sky now, I think there's 10 mil forecast at lunchtime. We've had a few sporting events cancelled. Myrna was meant to have a camogie blitz this morning, but that's been cancelled with the impending weather. So we'll see how it goes. Cows going up to the farthest field of the farm. Smokies is called. Pick of after grass, a couple of bales of silage and a big high ditch for shelter. The expected rain, or sorry, the forecast rain and wind, which I didn't really see in the forecast, is just after arriving here now with a bit of a bang. So I tugged myself up and head home for some breakfast. It's 10:15. Oscar was cooking sausages at 6:15 this morning. So hopefully there's some of them left. I was just looking at the channel there, seeing the views and stuff. So yeah, as we say, and maybe we don't say it often enough, really appreciate everyone watching our channel and helping it grow. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, I think could be a few hours inside now, recharge the batteries a bit, make the most of the wet morning. This Saturday afternoon, the rain is after easing off there now. The very heavy morning's rain and wind. So it's 3 o'clock out. Now we're going up the road to see Willie and the heifers. Probably give them another strip of grass. I'd say they're almost out now. It wasn't a big strip I gave them the other day, so we'll get them onto a fresh break and then we'll get some cows in and get them milked. Now, job done. Much wider strip for them today. They're a little bit better behaved and weren't putting me under any pressure there, so I was able to walk my way across the field, giving them a wider strip. Mr. Sun is up there, currently behind a cloud or two, but there's a right blast of heat coming out of it now and that wind is blowing, drying us out after our wet morning. Go get some cows in now. Happy heifers. No rushing the cows this evening. Just up there at the gap letting a few shouts. They're slowly making their way down to me. Come on cows, come on, come on, come on. Bit of a stir now. Plenty of water in that sky still. So we're up in Smokies. Field furthest away from the farmyard, from the milking parlour. Bit of confusion with the cows there. They thought I was moving on the fence for them without them having to walk into the parlour. But seems we've got the picture now that they're going. So like I said, the furthest field away from the farmyard and from the milking parlour, also in the highest field in the farm. So we're high up over the main road. And that's our view. Pretty spectacular. It's anyway sunny in the morning now. The sunrise up there over the hill of the Nard will be super. Church Mountain out there. Sorry, over there I think. One of them. Good place to be. So we're on after grass. Clean outs are really good. Lots of docks. Noisy cows. Not much damage after all the rain this morning. Driving it on. Come on, girls. You can't see the Neighbours ploughed field anymore. That is one wall of rain, boys. Bloody hell, I'm drowned. It's moving off there now. Ploughed field is back. Right, let's get this fence moved. Some cows milked. Got a burning smell when I was down in the pit and it came out. And the two belts on this vacuum pump here were gone, the outside was gone, and the second one was just going, so I had to stop it. The vacuum pump was catching, going to do serious damage, so stopped the machine. Fortunately, our little machine will run on one vacuum pump, so we'll get that going now, get the rest of the cow's milk, and I have 2 spare belts somewhere. Get them on after milking. Okay, I have 2 spare belts. I now have to take this protective cover off in front of the, oh lads, my brain is absolutely cooked, in front of the pumps. Just use it, needing those pliers, and move them 2 lads there. Hang on, there's another one on the bottom, and one on this side here. So, the cover is off. You then have to loosen the tensioner that pulls the electric motor back out that way to tighten the belts. So I'm going to loosen that now. And by loosen, I mean it moves the electric motor in. And then you try and get your belts on. It's mad how hot they still are after having the belt burn off on it. That lad seems a bit on the big side. Okay. Maybe this is not the first time I've done this, but I've never moved in the yoke as much, I suppose. 42. Just hang on a second now. I think my belt might be a little bit too big. 45. Crap. Oh, ye giddy ants. Right, time to ring the brother-in-law. So the bulls thoroughly enjoyed.
Bit of silage this morning, with all that.
Saturday evening, and this is one of our 2 Cull cows. I noticed Tosh was a little bit off form yesterday. Normally they'd be standing up in the lane looking over the ditch as you're driving by with the cows. Checked on her this morning before it started spilling rain, and she has bad mastitis in a hind quarter and possibly in a front quarter. That's the reason she was being culled, because her rudder had gone to hell. Anyway, obviously flies annoying her or whatever, or carrying some sort of disease, but she has 2 very inflamed quarters now. So I'm going to have to get her in and treat her with antibiotics and try and relieve some of the inflammation. And of course Blue somehow has managed to get to the far side of the wire, or the wrong side of the wire. Mommy's over there enjoying a bit of grub with Drake. And Blue's out here. How do I get back in? Doesn't seem particularly bothered, only when I come near him. Goes off gallivanting. Anyway, we'll get this cow in, we'll worry about Blue then. Okay, as you can see, her front quarter very inflamed with mastitis, and the same with the hind quarter on the back. So it seems a bit of a cruel way to help her, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove both of those teeth, and that will let out all the mastitis that's in the quarter and should give her pretty much instant relief. And then we're going to give her, treat her with a course of antibiotics and some painkiller. So yeah, there was a bit of an infection there. Oh my goodness. Painkillers now and antibiotics. Quick call to my brother-in-law Tommy, who works for Pearson's, and it is my lucky day. He had a couple of spare belts, so I'm shooting down to his house now, which is about 5 houses away. So because of training, I'm taking the van, and we will get our belts back on our vacuum pump in the morning. Oh, time to call it a day. It's nearly 8 o'clock. Morning everyone, Sunday morning, 31st of August. It is just going 6 o'clock. I'm here with my 2 belts in the machine room. The New Holland is warming up. I'm going to get these belts on to our vacuum pump here now and have that ready to rock, and then we'll go and get some cows in. So busy morning this morning. We're playing in the quarter final of the Junior A Championship at 12 o'clock in Roundwood against Rathnew. So we need to get our cows milked out, calves meal, all jobs, everything done before we hit the road and head for Roundwood. Yeah, a little bit exciting. That's why we're on a bit of an earlier start. It is cool. I have my hoodie up because there's a bit of a thin wind blowing there. It's only about 12 degrees or so. But anyway, we're going to get these belts on, get ready to rock. So the first one in, and then the second one, we just be able to get it on with the one hand and just turn it that way, and down she pops. Happy days. and then we reverse our ratchet, and if I might be able to see the motor coming back out, the electric motor coming back out there. So our belt's tightened up, looks the job. Now we're trying to get our cover back on. Not 100% sure I can do this with the one hand. Anyway. Okay, cover back on. We'll see if they'll run now. Back in action, happy days! So, up in Smokies to get the cows, but there's no cows. I leave the gate open at evening time so they can walk back down to the yard in the morning time, you know, because it's such a long walk, takes about 25 or 30 minutes. Thought maybe that's where they were when I was coming across the field, but they haven't been here at all night. So we'll find them now. They're obviously have to climb in the ditch over there, over somewhere, and helping themselves to something else on the way up. Oh, the drama. Cows found. In Carmel's 1 or 2. We had an absolutely lovely pick of grass coming back on that. They weren't meant to be here for another week, 10 days maybe. They came across the ditch over there somewhere. And of course we have this bleeping arsehole in again. So that, well, he's just annoying. But yeah, after messing up our rotation now, Gareth, thanks very much. Cows, you either love them or you hate them. Hating them right now. Of course, excitement at seeing the tractor. I don't know what they think it means, but it's not the quad. Oh, I'm such an angry farmer right now. This sets our recovery from our bit of dryness back about, well, at least 5 or 6 days. Totally upset the routine as well of the cows getting silage now during the day. I won't let them back here today because they won't stay here. And oh, they're so stupid sometimes. They left them to their own devices, they'll have themselves starved to death in a week. I haven't got a freaking clue. Come on, cows, get in. I don't know what they think is happening now, that they're just standing having a view. Like, get in, you shout of muppets. And they couldn't care less of skipping and dancing and having the crack. Really didn't have that on my bingo card for this morning. But sure, look, I can be as naive all I want. I didn't come up after the cows to check that they're in the right place. I went off checking the other cow, worrying about the belts on the machine and stuff, so yeah, your own fault. Okay, Sunday morning, that's the compressor running there. I don't have time to wait for it to stop so you can hear me a bit better, so you have to put up with a bit of background noise. I had a whole spiel about status on farm and how we're going, and everything was rosy in the garden, and beet in the parlour was working well, even though it's very labour intensive. We're getting morning and evening, solids are off the charts. We've a handle on our cell count, blah 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 blah. But I am so annoyed and mentally tired and just peed off with what has gone on with the cows during the night and this morning now, and the neighbours bolted in, etc, etc. I'm obviously a lot tired than I thought I was because it has just knocked me for 6. Anyway, going to get these cows milked, get that bull sorted out, and yeah, our routine about bales of silage during the day and stuff is a little bit up in the air now, so obviously I'm under pressure now to get away from my car this morning. So we're just going to get the cows milked and see what time it is after that. Fionn is on the way out to do a grass measure and stuff at some stage, so I might just I will draft him in to do some of the jobs and see where we go. So we're going to drive it on, get cows milked, see how we go. Come on fella. Come on fella, good lad. Come on big fella. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Okay, so that's him safely in the crush. Cow in front of him, but I'll be able to let her out through the gate at the front, and he is just a bit too big to get out. Wait there now till he's taken back to where he came from. Okay, so cracking sunny morning now. If Fionn is down, he's just going. Sorry. Just going setting up a reel there to stop the cows from going into camels 1 and 2 again. Although they probably won't go into it anymore now because they're eating all the grass. So cows are milked, Sheen is washing out. I am currently just going to draft out this walking hormone. So cows going out. With their antics last night now, our routine has changed, but for today at least, they're just going out onto last night's break of grass. And they'll get their silage this evening, so yeah, it means a bit of a longer evening now when we get back from football and getting bales of silage and stuff out. But anyway, we'll see how it goes, and we can probably we will change it back tomorrow. They'll have to they won't suffer for today. I was going to say they'd have to suffer through today. They ain't suffering nothing, going out to a fresh break of grass, they're laughing. Go on cows, get out. We'll get this cow out here now and leave Mr. Toro where he is. Oh, screwballs. Come on, girlie. Okay. One cow out. And one bull still in the crush. I made a video about the boys last night, but turned to slow motion for some reason. Yeah, they're thoroughly enjoying their silage, as are the heifers across the way. So we'll keep them topped up now and going for the day.
Fionn here. It is Sunday the 31st of August. You can see up here I have a reel put up. I put that up a few minutes ago. Dad told me last night the cows were heading up to the far field there. Don't mind all the weeds, even though I sprayed them, they're still back. They're heading up to the furthest field in the farm, Smokies. On their way up they made a hole in the ditch into cameras 1 and 2, and you can see it doesn't look as bad this angle, but it's fairly scalped in there. So you can see them all looking up to where they ran through last night trying to get back up there. Well, I have a reel up there now, so they're wandering back up to Smokies. There was a bit of miscommunication. Dad texted me this morning saying I'm under fierce pressure, can you come down after your breakfast? And I had woken up early because I was going to do a workout, and I was like, oh crap, I absolutely lashed the breakfast into me and came poofing down in the crowd in a pair of GA shorts and a t-shirt. I didn't realise it was minus a million degrees this morning, and he was like, what are you doing here? I was like, what, do you need my help or something? What the fuck's going on? I was like, no, I'm not a princess in distress. Jeez, I meant come down and you have your breakfast. And like, do you need to work out? Well, I'm back up. I was like, oh my god, all that, and now I'm gonna have fucking cold, freeze my arse off. So I did my workout. I'm back down now anyway, in more suitable clothing, doing a grass measure. Don't mind all the thistles. Cows are heading out to Smokies. We have Stratford, Dad, is playing in quarterfinals today. Come on, Stratford! Best of luck to the team. Hope for the best. Hope you come out on the right side of the result. I was just driving by. I forgot to do cameras 1 and 2. I was about to go home, but I came back to finish doing them, do a grass measure on them, and I was looking in at the sheep, and look what's after happening here. So now we've got to get this buddy out.
Coming back Wicklow cap with a quarter-final win in the bag. Company this time, sorry Sivey. I zoomed in on your face there. Myself and Sivey. Heading back to the flat lens. And cat on the farm. Sunday evening about 10 to 5, cows coming in. It's very, very windy here in West Wicklow now. Well, sorry, it's been windy all day. Got the win in the Junior A quarter final. Whoop whoop. Won't be 3 points, and we drive on now to the semi-final. Great battle and win, and absolutely delighted. Anyway, as this is a farming channel, I'll stop talking about football. Fionn done a grass measure this morning. He came out and helped me greatly. Patched up the hole in the ditch where the cows went over into Camels 1 and 2 yesterday evening, and done a grass measures. Our high input of silage and beet for the last week and maybe 10 days now, practically when the cows are down the football field, has really worked. The rain has really, really helped. So we are very much back on track where we should be in terms of grass growth. If you can see there behind me, that's the first strip that the cows grazed out yesterday. This is what they were on here now today. Obviously, belly's full of grass from last night after eating the whole of Camels 1 and 2. So clean out isn't as good. So the plan going forward now is we're going to pull the silage. Keep the beet in. It's just a super energy source. As I said this morning, it's fairly labour intensive, but we're seeing a massive benefit of it. Our solids are 5.11 fat and 4.1 something protein. Just insane. So I don't want to pull it. It's hard work putting out to them, but I don't want to pull it. Pulling out, taking the silage out of the ration, out of the diet will help as well. Yeah, so we're going to just see how it goes. We'll pull the silage for a couple of days. We'll keep the beet in because cows need to slow down still a little bit. Covers are building nicely, and yeah, we're going to drive it on. So all good. Everyone is happy. O'Neill Dairy Farm, we are happy. Monday morning, the 1st of September, 6:10. Still up on the furthest field away from the farmyard. Cows coming in. The flash is turned on the camera, so it's appearing a little bit brighter than it is. Yeah, the mornings are really bad. Come on, cows! Everything was going hunky-dory this morning until these 3 brats came across the ditch and in onto the cow lane and into the yard after the cows. Go and check their wire now, must have verted out somewhere. Blue is testing every bit of fence that we have. Little pup. Okay, so I found the source of our problem. No wonder our wire is verted out. So Drake or Blue or one of them yahoos pushed us in against the bush here and verted it out. And I assumed it went over the ditch because there was the wire was down on a reel or two down there too. So, a pigtail or two down there. Pups! These 3 blackguards going back out to where they belong. Order partially restored. Honey still wants to be part of the crew. Roaring. You get your meal later on. Behave yourself. And Milker's walking out. If you can see them there. Oh, it's all about the noise. Monday morning blues. Get out.
Seth and Joe are getting the animal weighing scales from where we had it in last week's video, weighing the female beef calves, the heifer calves, and we're bringing it across the yard to the other shed to weigh the bull beef calves. Once we had gathered everything over to the shed, we went about setting up a temporary little crush to get them into. Then it was trying to work a way of getting them to step out of the pen onto the scale. So anyway, we to and froed. Joe, I did it, Joe did it, I did it, Joe did it, and then we stuck with Joe doing it. For the herd test now in a week and a half, we'll definitely just walk them over to the very secure across the yard there to where we weighed the heifers last week. Joe's GA skills are definitely transferring to getting this bull back in the shed. We have a skip coming this week, so we were getting stuff ready for that. Joe's putting the pen back together, dismantling the crush. We have a delivery of meal coming from Quinn's. We need to clear the area off so he could drive in with his little forklift.
Okay, so myself and Alan are just after weighing our beef bulls. Our older fellas, our bigger bulls as we call them, were through the farm and had the heaviest weights across the group. Our blue there at the back. So he was 223 kilos. Unfortunately, he was not the heaviest. One of our morbidly obese Anguses, this fella here, 28.15, he was the heaviest when we weighed him. After the TB test, what's that, a month ago now, over a month ago, 2 months ago now, and he's still holding, he's 10 kgs heavier than the blue. The average weight across the two pens, we have younger bulls, predominantly younger bulls. Some who have phenomenal weights. The bigger framed, short-arm cross guys are really packing on the pounds. They're on ad-lib meal still because they were the last batch to wean off a feeder. Standing to them big time. 28.51, he's 191 kgs and he's only 142 days old. His average daily weight gain since birth is over 1.5, so he's fine. There was a guy, an Angus, in with the bigger lads. He had one of the lighter weights, the lightest weight in that group, so we didn't leave him in there. He's not looking as well fleshed or as good as the others, so we have him in here with the smaller boys now to go on to add meal. That's him there, 28 with his head stuck in the feeder, 28.36. Nice friendly fella. They were on average 27 or 28 kgs heavier than the heifers.
28 kg heavier on average than the heifers.
On average than the heifers, so which is super. The makeup of the breeds is a little bit different than the heifers. The heifers are predominantly short-arm crosses with 4 Belgian Blues and a couple of Herefords. There's 6 Anguses, 1 Blue, 3 or 4 Herefords, 2 Holstein Friesians, that lad with the sort of Hereford looking head, the black guy. 28.
This fella?
Yeah, that guy there, yeah, his mother has the same markings on her face. And the predominantly white guy there, 28.20, they're the only 2 Holstein Friesians with no short horn in them, and then the rest of the sort of reddy, orangey, kind of white faced guys are all short horn crosses. You'd expect, because of more beef, their weight to be up a little bit as well. And their male, yeah. And then looks can be deceiving as well. This is one of our old, not him, this guy here. This is one of our older calves, 27.92. He's the oldest of the whole lot of them. Fine looking bull calf, and you think he's flying, but he's only 177 kgs, so he's only middle of the pack. Yeah, his average daily life weight gain since birth is only 0.67.
Whereas some of the other ones are what, up to?
Oh yeah, sure, they're over 1, like nearly 1.5.
1.5, yeah. He's deceiving because he's tall and framey.
Yeah.
Whereas the others are beefy.
We should look, that's a phenomenal pair of Angus bulls there, beasts. I think we'll stay going as we are. We'll pull out the little bull that's with the heifers over there. We'll throw him into the ad-lib pen. We'll put in another blue tub or feeder there that they have more access, and keep them on ad-lib. These guys are on about 3.5 kgs a day, so we'll leave them on that, and then they're on the silage. They're taken to the silage like ducks to water. Just keep pushing that into them. And
so just update, we're thinking about changing our mind. The heifers we were going to sell, going through their ICBF, they have really good breeding traits, so we're thinking now we'll keep them until we're not locked up anymore, fingers crossed, in February, and sell the beefies now, or beefy bulls, or just test the market, only sell half now and see how they sell, and possibly keep the rest of them until we're not locked up in February. What are you thinking?
Yeah, the thinking behind it is that if we're selling before we're clear through that, you can only sell to feedlot buyers, the guys that are permanently locked up. Everything goes to slaughter. Obviously, I think bulls would be more favourable for them. And I think we'd be cutting our nose to spite our face with some of the heifers over there. There's some really good breeding figures. They look like cracking heifers. There could be more farmer stock. That if we're clear with TB, it could be more valuable that way. Whereas the bulls are just the bulls, like they're not going to be kept for breeding, they're just pure for slaughter. So. And
the bulls are a bit mental, aren't they?
Yeah.
As in managed, when you're trying to weigh on heifers, just float in and out and do whatever.
Yeah.
These are a bit more testosterone.
Yeah. And we're not set up to handle.
We're not set up. Yeah, we're not. That's before anyone says that. And this is a cow shed. We don't normally have calves here. We don't normally keep calves. First time, probably in 20 years, this has been calves here. This way.
We're not set up to handle large numbers of young bulls at all.
Handle facility wise. Well, maybe when the new shed is done and the new calf shed or whatever. but not now. Joe, did you tell them all about your Super Championship win yesterday and how you were like a beast on the field? How many of you are farmers?
6 or 7. First time into a semi-final now since 2007 when we last won the championship. So
What age were you then?
27,
27. What age you now?
46.
Yup. Drink milk, eat beef. We're in the slat shed, another cubicle house that we're going to be still using going forward. So we're just pricing what bits. We're meeting with the Rowan Kelly Farm Services to just get to price up what we need. Any replacement cubicle bars or whatever.
That's it for this week's video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please like and subscribe. Ellen's back to college tomorrow, so chaos is going to ensue. Joe will be farming on his tumbler. See you on Saturday.